channel.
Hey, you know what time it is?
What time is it, man?
The beatdown!
Style is the answer.
Welcome everyone to another episode of The Beatdown, the segment where two worlds collide. I'm your host, Class. This is my co-host,
Mr. J. What's going on, guys? And if you enjoy our content or our videos, go in the section below, like, comment, and subscribe and share.
Alright guys, we want to, in honor of our 100 subscribers, we decided we're going to do a little something different. At this time, we're going to do a superpower team-up matchup versus battle. So, because we did have one before with American Dad versus Family Guy. You guys should watch that one. It's pretty entertaining. But this one's going to be a little different. It's not our traditional beatdown episodes where we talk about brief origins. Brief origins are out the window. Powers, ability, feats, we're only going to talk about like one impressive feat that they've done. And as far as the end game's going to be a lot more longer. It's not just going to be focused on one character going against one character. It's going to be...
The end game is pretty much going to be like the majority of this episode.
It's going to be the process of elimination. How one gets the one and who's going to be the remaining characters standing. So... that being said, I guess we're going to go back and forth representing or pretty much showing each character's feat, so that way you guys kind of get a sense who you're messing with here. So let's just talk about who's in this matchup. I'm going to say my characters, and then he's going to say his characters. My characters are 5 characters in the Justice League. We got Martian Manhunter, The Flash, Superman, Wonder Woman, and the Green Lantern. And in my boys' corner?
Well, I have the Avengers. I will be representing Iron Man, Thor, the Hulk, Captain America, and the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna start off first talking about one character, and then he's gonna go with his. We're gonna just go back and forth on that one. All right, let's get into the feats. So, I'm gonna start off by saying the Flash. One of the Flash's feat. He threw a punch as strong as a white dwarf star, along with a hit that at normal hits 1 billion times over in a nanosecond.
Okay, and I'm going to be naming one of Iron Man's most impressive feats. Iron Man was able to make the Sentry bleed. If you don't know who the Sentry is another one of those Marvel ripoffs of Superman. He was able to make him bleed. Just put that in there.
Alright, now, one of Green Lantern's top feats. He accidentally destroyed a planet with his ring, took down Amazo while Amazo had the entire Justice League power in him.
Captain America, one of Captain America's most impressive feats, you know. Well, I'll give you 2 actually. He was able to lift Thor's hammer, and another one, Gambit lit his shirt on fire and made it explode. You know how Gambit has that ability to make anything explode and anything into a weapon? Well, he touched his shirt and made it explode. Cap survived.
One of Martian Manhunter's top feats. Okay. He took on the entire Justice League by himself. In the New 52, there was a cover art. It shows Martian Manhunter holding his own against Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, Green Lantern, Superman, everybody you can possibly think of that are the top dogs were in that fight, and Martian Manhunter was holding him.
Okay. And now I will be giving you one of Scarlet Witch's. I'll give you 2. Scarlet Witch's most impressive feats, obviously, we've all heard No More Mutants, where she wished away about, 95% of the mutant population.
That's a lot.
And even though she had help, she was able to wish away a Celestial.
One of Wonder Woman's top feats. Okay. Survived an Imperiex drone explosion, which contains a portion of the Big Bang.
One of Hulk's most impressive feats is that he was able to basically dive into the center of the Earth and pull 2 tectonic plates back together. If you don't know what those are...
That's what makes the world go round.
Yeah. Basically, he put the world back together.
Okay. Superman's feat. Okay. This one's crazy, okay? He bench pressed the weight of the Earth for 5 days. 5 days bench press the weight of the entire planet we live on. Okay, And he was away from the sun. And he only dropped one little sweat. That right there, if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what does.
I'll give you Thor, but I'm gonna give you 3, just because once you hear it, you'll understand why. He was able to reverse the world engine.
Okay, that's
He was able, on many occasions, he has hurt Galactus, and he, with one blow from his hammer, cracked open the skull of a Celestial.
A Celestial is the creators of Marvel characters themselves. So the mutants, the dark magic, whatever you could think of, the Asgardians.
All life on the Marvel universe as we know it,
of
all became the Celestials, and Thor knocked him.
He said, like that?
I'm Asgardian.
Are in the next chapter, or the next round of our little thing, which is the end game. So, this one we're just going to do separately, where I'm going to explain my whole process of elimination, and then my boy is going to go next on this one. So, let's start off with who's going to be paired with who. Well, I think Green Lantern pairs up with Captain America, Martian Manhunter pairs up with Scarlet Witch, The Flash pairs up with the Incredible Hulk, Superman pairs up with Iron Man, and Wonder Woman keeps Thor a little occupied. So, this is how I see it played out. Now, obviously, some of these characters I've just mentioned, you clearly know are not going to be able to eliminate by themselves these characters. Like Thor going against Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman. But she's a demigod, and Thor is a god. And in that instance, I got to think that Thor would probably mop the floor with Wonder Woman. Considering that I think the only one who could really match Thor's speed or even the strength level is Superman. But, hear me out. So, I think first off, right off the bat, Lantern eliminates Captain America. Tosses him to the sun. Okay? Cap is an impressive character. He's pretty strong, pretty durable, but this is a cosmic, these are godlike kind of characters where they've gone cosmic level powers and stuff like that. And this fight on hand-to-hand combat isn't going to be enough in this instance. I believe the shield is impressive, but only enough if it could break the Green Lantern's ring in that instance, and I don't really think it's going to do that. Green Lantern, I would think, would grab him with a shield or a force or anything, or even punch him all the way to the sun if he wanted to. I mean, Green Lantern's cosmic level ring does have that impressive feat. Captain America is able to hold his own, but going against a cosmic force that could just grab him at any moment and just drag his body anywhere out of space or into a volcano or into a dark hole or whatever, or a black hole or anything, I gotta say that that's Green Lantern will be able to eliminate Captain America, I gotta say, very easily. Now, Martian Manhunter, I think, keeps Scarlet Witch occupied. I don't think he could take her on her own. He's got a lot of demons, and on top of that, he does have a very, really, I think it's I'm gonna say, pathetic weakness, considering he's got like the ultimate level of all these powers, but he's apparently weakened by fire. So I would think that Scarlet Witch and Martian Manhunter, I think it'd be a game of just keeping him out of her mind, her out of his mind. It'd be a back and forth, because if she gets into his mind, she's going to find the weakness, and then it's going to be all over. So I would think Martian Manhunter has to keep her occupied telepathically, on top of that going toe-to-toe with, which I think he can hold his own if he needs to. I think the Flash occupies the Hulk. Okay? And the reason I say that is because obviously strength versus speed. Speed is great, but let's get into a schoolyard bullying situation, shall we? Big guy versus skinny guy. Who's going to win? I'm going to say the big guy. Sometimes the skinny guy, if he's got the martial arts experience, yes. But if this was a regular fight where two people are unfamiliar with fighting each other and they're throwing down, obviously being a little bit bigger is going to be more of an advantage than someone a little more scrawnier who's not going to be able to hit as hard. So Flash has to kind of keep... Flash is a skinny kid in this situation where he's going to have to keep Hulk occupied. And Hulk, not being very smart, he's going to be able to do that. Now, I would think the Flash at this moment would have Green Lantern, after he's done with Captain America, team up together. 2-on-1 against the Hulk. Will they put him down? No. Will they keep him occupied? Absolutely. Okay. Superman. And Superman takes on Iron Man. The reason I say this is because Superman is going to need to eliminate the two of the somewhat weak and strong. Iron Man is an impressive character. He has a lot of suits, but this is one of those fights where it's just going to be based on one suit. And if Superman were to see suits coming anyway, he would just laser them and blow them up. Or he could frost break him, or he can super fastly break him into pieces and run back into to Iron Man. Either way, I think that Superman has Iron Man's number in these situations. Unless Iron Man happens to find kryptonite in a moment's notice, this is going to be one of those moments where I think Superman could just toss him to the sun, rip his suit of armor into pieces and then rip him out, or just shoot the lasers right out of him. There's just a lot of ways where I think Superman's going to be able to eliminate Iron Man just a little more faster than all the other characters would. Iron Man could keep probably all these other characters in the toes, but Superman is the ultimate godlike character that would be hard to beat. Wonder Woman buys time, obviously, against Thor until finally Superman comes through, and now it's a 2-on-1 Superman, Wonder Woman going against Thor. Now, I think Thor could take one of them. Both of them? No. I mean, Superman is tough on his own, but having him and backup like Wonder Woman, who is like a godlike being who could take a bang, an explosion from a little, almost a big bang itself, like the entirety of it. I gotta say that's gonna really show its top feat moment in this type of moment, where I think that Superman and Wonder Woman take Thor out of the equation. Now I think with Superman, Superman takes over for Lantern and Flash to take on the Hulk, because Flash and Lantern are gonna need to help Martian Manhunter and Wonder Woman, by the way, to take on Scarlet Witch. Okay, so we're talking right now at this point 4 members going against Scarlet Witch at this time, and Superman taking the Hulk. Now I think since Hyperion was able to put Hulk back into Bruce Banner, I think in this instance that same situation could apply in this moment. Superman could probably put Hulk back into Banner. When that happens, either kill him or leave him as it is and then go after Scarlet Witch. Now 5-on-1. Reason I say this is because, come on guys, you've seen Scarlet Witch in the movies and in the comics. There's no messing with this woman, okay? If she goes into that next level of House of whatever,
House of M,
I'm done. That's it. There's no way around that. We're doomed, okay? But since right now she's in the level of where she is, this is where it's a 5-on-1 situation. Now, Scarlet Witch is impressive. She's taken on a lot of characters over the time, and she could take big dogs like Thanos. She eliminated the Illuminati members in the movie like nothing, and it's actually doable and possible. So in that moment, I gotta say that these characters are gonna have to move quickly and not give Scarlet any ability to think on her feet, because that's gonna be the name of the game. Keep her distracted, keep her from being able to conjure really some top dog powers. Keeping her on her toes is gonna be the thing, giving her no breathing room. So I think honestly, Green Lantern, he dies. Okay. Scarlet Witch, she's got more force in it. She's probably gonna overpower the ring, break the ring in him, and then just jam a magic blade into his chest, and it's over. Okay, Wonder Woman, I love Wonder Woman, but I think in this instance she will also get eliminated in the process of the situation. Now, the only thing I know for sure is that I think the other 3 will be the ones to do the job. The Flash, keeping her occupied. Martian Manhunter tapping into that mind, really trying to see if he can dig into it. Same time, Superman throwing everything he's got at her. All this stuff, I think it's possible to put her down to the count. For a last Hail Mary, if it ever comes to the resolve of too much to handle, the Flash could go back in time and just do what they've talked about in Endgame, where it's just smother baby Scarlet, you know, or Wanda at that moment, and there you go, and then just go back and then everything's normal. That's how the Flash can do that. He has that ability to travel back in time and eliminate her before she gets too powerful. There is that possibility if it's a Hail Mary, but I do believe with Martian Manhunter's abilities, with Superman's abilities, and the Flash's abilities, I think it's over for Wanda. The last 3 remain, and that's how the Justice League wins this one.
Alright. So, by going off of his list, it makes it a little bit more difficult, but I'm going to try to work with it. Because I had 2 strategies that I was going to try to work with this. One, try to take out his big guns first, and that way force the rest of his team to try to survive the just onslaught of the rest of the Avengers. My whole thing is I want to preserve the team, make sure that they're all there pretty much to fight Superman, because really, Martian Manhunter, yes, he is a threat, he is strong. But given his demons and how his weakness to fire is a little bit more psychokinetic.
Yeah.
I really think Wanda has his number in there. I think she's gonna get into his head, and I think she's gonna mess him up bad. But anyway, moving on. If I can't take Superman out right away, I believe Iron Man could at least keep him busy enough to where he can call another suit. Either call another suit, I mean, because as we've said before, he has the Godbuster, which was able to fight Celestials. Or who knows, if Tony really does his research, he could have a suit powered by kryptonite, just like Lex Luthor.
I mean, he is Jarvis.
Tony Stark, with his intellect, with his AI, and with the suit powered by kryptonite, he could at least stand toe-to-toe for a little while against Superman. So going off of that, Superman's going to at least be occupied with Stark. Hulk versus the Flash, I think Hulk takes the Flash out, which you kind of need to, because that speed is definitely going to keep a lot of these heavy hitters at least distracted. So if Hulk could take him out with one of his stomps or one of the claps, Shockwave.
Yeah,
Shockwave will at least knock Barry down. And if Barry falls down and for a second slips, the Hulk's going to crush him. The Hulk's actually a lot faster than people think. So keep that in mind.
That's true.
So Superman's occupied. Flash is dead. The Hulk goes over and helps Stark. Stark and Hulk against Superman. Superman's going to at least be withdrawn. He's going to definitely have his hands full, at least for a period of time. Martian Manhunter versus Wanda, I've already kind of gotten into that. In that one, I really think Wanda kills him and kills him bad. She's going to get into his head. She's going to learn what his weaknesses are. And she may, light him on fire from, within himself or something. For all he thinks he's on fire. But for all we know, he's actually not. He's sitting there fine. And if he believes it, then that's it. And the damage that her hex bolts can cause, she's going to take him out, and it's not going to be pretty. He's dead. Flash is dead. Superman now has 3 people ganging up on him. That's not good, especially with Superman's weakness to magic, which that's pretty much all Wanda is. If Wanda keeps her distance and realizes, okay, wait, he's a lot like Hyperion. It's like, well, his power draws from the sun, just like Hyperion. What sun? Off. So Superman at that point is just relying on his pure strength, which, as we know, he's like a battery. Eventually he will run out of juice. Now with Wanda, the Hulk, and Stark in an overpowered suit, he's gonna wear down. Wonder Woman and Thor. I actually think Wonder Woman stands a better chance against Thor than he does. However, especially if she takes off her bracelets.
Yeah, for sure. The bracelet thing, yeah.
However, Thor, let's say he ditches Mjolnir, gives him to Cap, allows him to borrow him, he calls over Stormbreakers. Okay, there you go. He has another enchanted weapon. Thor without Mjolnir or Stormbreaker is extremely strong.
Doesn't he have God Madness or something like that too? Doesn't he? Can he go?
He has a Berserker mode,
yeah,
which increases his strength tenfold.
Yeah, there you go.
So, really, I think those two just kind of, it's like a stalemate almost. I think they battle and they battle hard. Neither one of them really gets the upper hand on one another. I mean, unless Wonder Woman takes a hit from Stormbreaker or that hammer. If she takes one, she's going to feel it. She's going to at least be knocked down. Maybe not dead, but she's going to feel it.
Yeah, if it hits Celestial, I mean, Demigod, challenge, guys.
Exactly. So those two are going to keep each other occupied. Green Lantern and Captain America, like I said, if Cap borrows Mjolnir, Green Lantern is going to have one hell of a time. I don't care how many powers and things he can conjure out of that ring. But the problem with that ring is that eventually it runs out of juice.
Yeah.
If Hal doesn't have access to his battery, he's in trouble.
No, the weakness is yellow.
Yeah. If you could pretty much just break Hal's belief in himself, he will lose his abilities. It went into a comic one time where one of the Lanterns believed he was blind. He believed it, So because he believed it, he was like manipulated or something.
Yeah.
The lantern ring made him actually blind.
Wow.
So if Cap could mess with his mind, it's not really in Cap's wheelhouse. But if he could kind of just manipulate him just a little bit, it's like, hey man, you're kind of weak, bro. I can do this all day. You're gonna run out of juice. He's gonna wear him down, especially if he has that hammer in his hand. I know a lot of you are like, well, that's cheating. No, they're on a team. You can use this and this.
Yeah, it makes perfect
teamwork.
sense. Yeah.
No. So, Cap has the hammer. Cap's going to come at him, and he's going to wear down that battery, and eventually he is going to kill Green Lantern. If not, Thor's going to come and help him, and it's going to end up in a 2-on-2. Wonder Woman and Green Lantern versus Cap and Thor. Now, I'm sorry, but I think they have the advantage. If they're able to kill Green Lantern and Wonder Woman's sitting there just getting beat down from Captain America and Thor, even though Captain America is a lesser being than Wonder Woman, him being there able to distract her is going to throw her off her game, which could either allow Thor to wound her and make her retreat back to the rest of the group, which is pretty much only Superman at this point. And yeah, so if they're the only two left against 5 Avengers with no sun, keep in mind, eventually they are going to wear Superman down and they are going to kill him. And when Wonder Woman's the only one left, she's going to go out on a shield, but she is going to go out. So that's how I see this fight breaking down.
Alright, and that's how the Avengers win. Okay. As always, it's not up to me and it's not up to my boy, it's up to you guys. If you guys liked my argument, you can hashtag the Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Why do you sound so confused?
No, because I don't know if I should say Justice League of Society or JTL or,
Yeah, Justice League or
Okay, I'm just going to go with Justice League. Yeah, we'll go with Justice League. Okay. And if you like my boy's argument, you can too.
Hashtag the Avengers.
Alright, guys. And as always, we really appreciate our 100 subscribers. And as always, no person, we really appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.